That's my very easy version of the hoop coop.
Woo, hot.
Pretty nice. Hey, what's up everybody? My name is Matthew Charles, and today I'm gonna be working on the chicken coop. The PVC hoop coop. We got 1-inch EMT conduit, the PVC. So far I have a 2x6 frame, just one layer 2x6, and I have screwed in the ribs, the bows, we'll call them bows. So everybody does the cattle panel chicken coop, and I was gonna do that, but due to the weight and the length and having to carry those materials, I decided to go with this EMT conduit. I just throw it in back of the truck diagonal, and I had these 12-foot 2x6s from a concrete project. This is gonna be for laying hens. Let's get to building. 8 foot across, 12 feet length. I think this is gonna be the back. There's gonna be wheels that lock in right there. Ideally, we were able to move it just by hand. So that's the goal that I'm shooting for. And these are 10 foot plus an extra 5. I've cut one in half, and I have 7 ribs so far. And I'm about to add the top brace. Then we'll start with some side bracing and see what we can do today. I've been planning this 50-bird coop build for months, and while picking up the materials needed to get it done, I hit a snag. 16-foot cattle panels just wouldn't fit in the truck, and I didn't have the trailer on hand. Since this is a real-world project built on a budget with easy-to-find, transportable materials, I went with PVC conduit for the Quonset-style coop's main structure. Paired with a lightweight 2x frame and ripped 2x6s for most of the bracing, the setup is solid, portable, and simple to put together. Even a beginner can tackle this build, but unless you've got some serious skills, don't expect yours to look nearly as slick as mine. Check it. Looks decent. Decent. Good enough. I use mostly reclaimed lumber for the frame on this project, but if you don't have a table saw, you can always purchase 2x3s at the store. So I got 2 3/4 on both sides. This was a setup cut that I wanted to check and make sure that each side was equal. 2 5/8. 2 5/8. So this is ready to rip. Took a little break. Now it's raining. Decided I didn't like how this was bowing out, so I'm gonna add some braces to the middle. Yeah, this is supposed to be at 8 feet. It's not even touching. And those are cut to fit. Get that buttoned up. After I got these middle braces sandwiched up where I liked them, I started on this door frame. When I'm unsure about where to place a board, I always place it and mark it in place. I made the hole for the door 30.5 inches wide so I could come back and make a 30-inch door. And somehow the footage for the door build disappeared. I don't know where it went. So here, look, there's a door. After I built the door, I started adding extra framing to put our handle mount. I used basic door hinges to make sure the handle would swing out of the way and the door would still be functional.
Hold on, I gotta fit it first. Slightly under.
That was the design I had in my head. Piece of cedar across here, and that'll be the pull handle. It's not super strong, but good enough. Good enough for now. I love to use natural roosting bars, so my daughter and I skinned a few saplings for the chicken roosts. Right, we got the first roost done. Nice waste tree from the trail building.
This is a nice door.
Oh, thanks. All right, time to get some more wood. Polaris.
And gas.
I think it's out of battery. Well,
Should we do that one?
guess we go in the trusty dusty.
Guess we go in the Suzuki.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Yikes.
Yikes.
Not only can we not get these logs out, which don't really look to be the right size anyway. Okay.
I videoed you. Ooh. Nice tree.
Decent.
Decent.
We got him. At this point, the main frame has been assembled, so I do a bit of sanding with 80 grit sandpaper. I'm gonna seal this whole frame
I seal these.
with some old harvest gold that I had from another project. And Otis is doing well. He's coating the underside, because that's the most important part.
I'm putting the underside too.
All right. I was really impressed with how well the kids did with painting. This was Gwynny's first big paint project and Otis's second. They stuck with it for probably an hour or an hour and a half, and then I went through and recoated all the bottom and most of the frame once more.
3 on this.
This is one of the tools that I wouldn't go without if I was doing any bit of fabrication with wood. The pocket hole jig is very necessary.
There you go. Hey, sweetie.
You want to play with the clamp? All right, got 3 pocket hole screws per side. I decided to put the pocket hole screws on the bottom so that they wouldn't get filled up with chicken poop.
They don't get filled up with chicken poop.
This is going to be for if an ATV needs to pull it longer, or the tractor or whatever. All throughout this process, my children were involved. Here, Gwenny is doing a bit of quality testing, quality assurance, if you would. Because of the natural curvature of these saplings, I lined them up as best I could and found where they would attach. Doing so tied the structure together even more and made it more sturdy. Start fabricating the wheel system. What I found was just 2-inch piece of metal, which I think I was gonna get 1.5 inches, but 2-inch should work. And we'll see if I can whip that into something usable. We're doing wheels on the side on this one. So I've got to grind these carriage bolts down where they'll be flush here. All right, perfect. Now I just got to do that 3 more times. Now we're just waiting on these wheels. They should get here later today. Need a 5/8, a cleaner cut. I would get my plumbing cutters, but this angle grinder's already here. Let's do a 5/8. Try and cut half of the line. It's no fun being sick. You threw up again today? Oh no.
But I'm feeling just a bit bitter.
A wee bit?
Again.
Well,
I'm gonna
need one more washer. Ooh, hot.
What?
It was gonna be hot. I knew it.
It was hot?
It was hot from drilling it out. So hot. We're making cookies. We're trying the wheels. What a great day. You're
It's been a great day.
getting better. After attaching and testing the wheel system, I felt the wind was at my back. Now, all left to do is fabricate a frame locking lever. It is very easy to lift this up. This pivot is, let's see. No, okay, so it is 6 inches from the edge of there. From bolt to bolt is only 4 3/4. This bracket is awesome. It was from a greenhouse we built from a kit. It was extra. That little bracket is pretty critical because that wraps all the way around that 2x6. It'd be nice if it went all the way up to 2x6, or at least if it went that 4 inches up on both sides. So if I sell a kit, that's definitely gonna have it. And this side is funky because this metal I just happened to find on the ranch, and it's a bit, figured out it's a little bit twisted, so I may actually cut it back here because it's so easy to raise. Right around the wheel is almost 4 inches. Lifts super easy. It's a 12-foot long Coop, and I've got that where the bolt goes through the frame is right at 5 feet. So 7 feet this way, 5 feet that way. There it is, just one arm move. It's heavy, but it's not that heavy. Because this one is, you can see it's kind of leaning. I was afraid of that. It's putting a lot of pressure on this 2x6. I've seen a lot of people put them on the back of the Coop for that reason. But with the Coop this size, you sacrifice a lot You just have so much tongue weight. Time to disassemble the wheel system, get it cut to its final length, and prep for paint. Said I know that you'd be happier, but you know that it'd be true. It's gonna be perfect. Boom. This one's ready for paint. Roughly the same point right there. Do a little bit more on this one that was. These are gonna bolt to the metal braces. Then when you wanna put it under the frame of the chicken coop, it'll slide like that. Boop. I think I'm gonna do 1 1/4. Let's do 1 1/8. Okay, now, what bolt am I gonna put through it? Let's figure that out. Okay, I found some hardware that'll work. I believe I'm gonna go down to 3/8, 7/16, something like that. After carefully marking and drilling the holes for these bolts, I decided to square notch them so the bolts would function as they were intended. I used a worn cutoff disc on the angle grinder and a triangle file to finish the cut. Instead of building a heavy nesting box out of plywood, I opted for this sheet metal nesting box from Amazon. After our birds have laid a few dozen eggs in it, I plan on doing a full review. Pretty nice. I like it.
I like it.
Went together well. Takes a long time because you have to put each piece together, but I think I'm gonna like it.
Screw it into the board.
We're just gonna put it over here. Now scoot.
Hold it up there.
Yeah,
That's heavy.
it's heavy.
Pretty good.
After the nesting box was put together, I measured it and got the exact size for the framing needs. Then came the most tedious part of the process, adding the chicken wire. I added the chicken wire lengthwise for added stability. All the attachment points were made with metal wire, baling wire, or chicken wire wrapped onto itself for a strong connection. I don't want predators to be able to push through it or disconnect it from the frame while moving. Next, we added the wheels back, although if I had to do it over again, I would wait until we had the tarp fully secured before I put the wheels back on. I used 1/2-inch stainless staples to secure the chicken wire to the wooden frame. I'm just using these clamps to get it in place. Then I've cut this wire so that a lot of the twists are still on. And I just go around and wrap, double wrap, and then point it down. Some of the smaller wires I'm just wrapping once. Or if it doesn't line up, I'm just poking it in, so everything is poking in, so our tarp won't have any sharp against it, won't have any sharp object. But look at how I'm wrapping all this. It's gonna be like predator proof. A nice close up. Oh, and I like this because that wire goes through, so it's ultra strong right there. Wrap it, point it down, so it's got a double wrap. Doing the wire is like probably the hardest thing on this build. It's almost done. I'm gonna finish this backside, get the nesting box in, and then get the tarp on. It's gonna go. Seems flush right here.
Yeah.
My side is a little bit down, so put one in this top corner. Whoa. Now I just gotta figure out a door. I think if it flaps down, the kids can do it.
Yeah.
If it flaps up, it's gonna be hard for non-adults. This scrap piece of metal was from a mushroom house that I built with my dad, I think in 2015, 2016. So this metal's been laying around for a while, but it's a prime example of why you should keep your scrap. Any scrap that's good, keep it if you can. I used 1-inch angle aluminum for this nesting box door, and that worked pretty well. Had to add a couple more braces towards the end. Once I got the tarp in place where I wanted it, I attached the face where it should be, pulled the back tight, and then trimmed off the excess. At that point, I treated it a lot like skinning a greenhouse. I attached one side and I'm pulling it tight as I go, and just trimming and pulling and attaching, stapling, and all around the base I used small screws with washers. Most of them were in the grommets too, so that added extra structure. I wasn't concerned with putting holes in it. Alright, after 2 weeks of working on this thing, it's done. Is that it? Am I done on the coop? Somehow, I doubt it. It's not moving.
It doesn't want to go.
Okay. Alright, let's go kind of gently off this big drop. Alright, now we'll go kind of by the chickens, by the baby chickens. Whoa, hit a rock. Oh, big rock. Oh, and this is uphill. This takes some strength. Oh, Lord. Alright. Right now we can put the wheels down. Put that down and then pull that over all the way if you can. One. Good job. All right, well, we'll be testing birds soon. Y'all stick around. The PVC hoop coop. Lightweight, durable, ultra fun. I got the all natty roosting bars. Amazon nesting box, and I'm really interested to review that because I like the instructions and I like how solid it went together. Hardware was great, so I will be giving that a review. Y'all remember to like, comment, and subscribe. If y'all like this sort of thing, leave it a thumbs up. This is Gorham Family Outdoors. We'll see you on the next one.